Hi there, thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Natasha. Welcome to my channel. Today's video is an introduction for a new project pan that I'm starting for 2020. It's the only project pan that I'll be doing for the foreseeable future, and it's focusing on cream products. It's called Partners in Cream, and it's in collaboration with, I think, 45 other people. It was created by DaLin and Steph, and they were kind enough to invite me to join, and I was so excited. The rules are super flexible. If you want to join, I will have a Google Drive, a Google Doc link in the description box and some other information so you can get everything you need down there. It's a rolling project pan. We'll do updates on the 10th of every month, and you can have as many products as you want, but the premise of the project is that you focus on cream or liquid products that are much more likely to expire faster in your makeup collection. I do have a lot of cream and liquid products that I like, but sometimes I just don't reach for them. Sometimes they take a little bit more time to apply, or it's just an extra step that I don't think about when I'm doing my makeup in the morning. So I love the idea of really taking time to focus on them and getting some more use out of them, hopefully before they expire. Let me start with lip products first. The first product I want to talk about is from Physicians Formula, and it is a lip scrub. I think I purchased the lip balm and this came with it in like a little set. I don't love it. It doesn't really smell good. It kind of smells like Play-Doh, which is a little bit of a turnoff, but I have used it once and I thought it worked fine. I really just don't think to use lip scrubs. Right now this resides in my bathroom cupboard, so it's kind of hidden away and I don't see it and I forget I own it, and so I'm going to bring it out, keep it on my counter. I don't really have any other lip scrubs in my collection, so I won't be rolling in something to replace this once it's gone. It's just something I would like to move out of my collection, and then I won't repurchase any more lip scrubs because it's just not really something that makes sense for me to own. I have two liquid lipsticks here. They're both from Anastasia Beverly Hills. One shade is Soft Lilac and the other is Crush. Crush is a little bit more of a like normal nude shade for my skin tone, and then Soft Lilac is maybe a little bit deeper and has more of a purple undertone. I'm not sure what these will look like as I continue to use them, so I'm not really going to be trying to use up a certain amount or even finishing them because I don't know how long that would take. But I bought these back in 2016. They're two of my oldest liquid lipsticks, and they're really pretty colors that I use occasionally, but I don't reach for enough, so I want to use these on a more daily basis. They're natural enough colors that I feel comfortable wearing them to work, and they are really pretty, and depending on the eye look that I'm wearing and the other face makeup that I'm wearing, I'm sure I can make one of these work. I think I'm gonna try and see how many times I am able to reach for them in the next month, and then from there decide what my goal is going to be for these. A lot of people would argue that I should get rid of them because I've had them for 3 years, but they are still fine. They work well, the pigmentation hasn't changed, they don't smell weird or anything. I try to store my makeup in a cool, dark place and make sure I'm up to date on like how things are smelling and how things are applying so that I don't just have visibly expired products in my collection. I still feel comfortable using these, and I think my goal for these is leaning towards using them a certain number of times. Maybe I want to use both of them 30 times in order to consider them finished in the project. I'm not saying I'll use them 30 times and then get rid of them. If they're still performing well and I don't feel like they're expired and I still feel comfortable using them, I'll just put them back in my collection and rotate in some other liquid lipsticks that I would like to use more. So that one, I'm not really sure what my goal is necessarily. I will be weighing them between each month to give you some sort of update and maybe telling you how many times I used each. So yeah, we'll see how that works. I really just want to reach for these more. I have one liquid blush here. It's from Flower Beauty and it's the blush balm in the shade Bubbly. I have two shades from the Flower Beauty blush balms. The other one is Pinched, which I use naturally a lot more often because it's a more flattering color and it's something that is more everyday and just a color that I prefer over this one, honestly. I still like it. It's just a more pigmented color for me. It shows up a lot more, and it's a very specific type of undertone that doesn't go with most of the looks that I create. So the other one I don't feel like I need to put in a project pan because I do see myself using it up at some point, and I don't know if I necessarily want to finish it, but I was more leaning towards putting this in a project pan versus the other shade because this is the one that I reach for less. And it's a beautiful color, a really nice formula. It's a product that I enjoy. It's just a little bit harder to use, and I worry that if I don't put it in a project pan like this, it'll kind of get lost in my collection and expire before I get a chance to use it enough. So I'm going to put it in. I can't guarantee I'm going to use it every day. I'm certainly not trying to finish the whole thing, but we'll see. Maybe if I do use it regularly enough in the next couple of months, maybe I will get close and actually finish this. In some project pans recently, I included an SPF product, and that really did help me normalize using SPF on an everyday basis, which is what I would like to do. And so this is no different. I want to incorporate an SPF product, and as I finish it, roll in a new one, because I do have a lot of half-used, half-open SPF products in my skincare collection. The first one I would like to work on is from Too Faced. It's the Hangover Good to Go Skin Protecting SPF 25 moisturizer. I do use it as a moisturizer in the morning. I think it's perfect for this time of year because when I use it in the summer, it can make me a little bit more oily throughout the day, but it's better for my dry skin in the winter. I have used quite a bit of it already. It was much thicker whenever it was brand new. This will be very easy for me to put in a project pan because I already have been using it every day for the past couple of weeks. So I have normalized it and made it a part of my skincare routine in the mornings. I'm curious to see how many pumps it takes to finish this, to see if it's worth the money, because it is a pricier SPF product. So I have a lot of reasons for wanting to use this up, and once I finish this, I will roll in a new SPF product. And the last two are both liquid cream highlighters, but I use them for different reasons, so I feel justified in having them both in the project pan at the same time. The first one is a liquid highlighter from WnW. It's the WnW Halo liquid highlighter in the shade Halo Goodbye, and it has a very light pink reflect. It's not super pink like the Cover FX custom enhancer drops. I think the shade Celestial, that one is like very pink. This one is a lot more subtle. It's also not as metallic or reflective as the Cover FX one. I actually like to mix this in with more matte foundations or just foundations that can look a little bit heavy or cakey on my skin. Mixing a little bit of this in adds a healthier sheen to it, and I don't notice the pink reflect in it like whenever I mix it with foundation. So I've actually been liking using it for that reason. And once I finish this, which will take a long time, I will most likely incorporate another liquid or cream highlighter. So that one I'll use more as a mixer. This one I will use exclusively on my collarbones. This is from Colourpop. It's from the Disney Villains collection, and it's the Maleficent Mistress of All Evil Super Shock highlighter. It is the Super Shock formula, so it's a cream. I could dig my finger in there and hit the bottom of the pan, and I use this with a beauty blender, and I put it on my collarbones whenever I want a little bit of extra glitter or sparkle on my collarbones. I don't love to use this on my face as much because it does have like glitter particles in it, which I don't love, and that's something I didn't know before I bought it. I do love the packaging though. I wouldn't say I'm super into Disney, but Maleficent is one of my favorite characters or one of my favorite villains, and so I did kind of buy it more for the packaging than the product. So once I finish up the product inside, maybe I can repress other products in here so I can still use the packaging. And because it is like the Super Shock formula and it is something that like opens easily, I do worry that this will dry up maybe just as fast as the ones that have the twist off lids. So I do want to try to use as much as I can. There's a ton of product in here. There's 8.5 grams or 0.3 ounces in here. So that's a ton of product. And I feel like this one's going to take the longest to show any real progress. I don't know if I can use this up in a timely manner, but I do think that maybe I could try and hit pan. Because I do use the bottom of my makeup sponge, it kind of fits the entirety of the pan, so I feel like hitting pan is going to take forever on this, but that's fine. I kind of just want to remember to use it more regularly. If I don't finish it over the course of the project, that's fine. Those are all the products I have to talk about. Let me know if you have any tips on how to use these products in maybe a more creative way so I can get some more use out of them more quickly. Of course, be sure to check out everyone else. I'm so excited to see everyone's updates. Like I said, we'll have a new update on the 10th of every month, and everyone will be uploading at different times of the day. Thanks again to DaLin and Steph for inviting me to be a part of this group. There are so many people in this project that I admire, and I love watching their project pans to begin with, so it's fun to kind of be in it all together. Let me know if you'll be joining the project. Like I said, it's open to anyone. If you'd like to join, it's not too late. Just be sure to put your name and information in that Google Doc, and you'll be added to the community playlist. I'll also have a link to that playlist in the description box. But in the meantime, that's everything I have. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!